Let me start with some basic questions. For example, what's your age? For example.
Not much, just around closer to 50.
Closer to 50. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, for everybody, he looks like 25, but
No,
I
but
mean, I
that's-
guess like it's 40 plus or something like that.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Millionaire Podcast. With us, I have a lotto expert, Mr. Rav C. Martin, with 30 years of experience in the industry. He's here with us today to share insights about Millionaire and the green initiative behind it, Oasis Park.
Hello, Maradona, and thank you. It's always a pleasure to be with you and to have like this podcast. But you know, like 30 years in experience in the lottery industry doesn't help today at all.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, like we got a really interesting question from one of our players, and they have like this. They want to know more about you because
Oh,
you
me.
are the face of Millionaire, and you are doing the podcast and you are doing the live draw.
Yes.
So I mean, wherever we see you, I mean, you are the one, but nobody knows you really.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of questions for you today.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Wow. Does it begin with why am I named Maradona?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I mean, let's start with that actually. I mean, yeah. So why? What's Maradona? I mean, are you a soccer player or something?
No, I'm not. My dad was a big football fan, and I was born during the 1986 World Cup.
Right.
So he was like, I'm going to name my son Maradona, and that's how I got my name. It's all
Oh,
thanks
amazing.
to my dad.
So you are really named after the football player Maradona.
Diego Maradona, yeah.
Okay, but Diego is missing.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have Diego. luckily.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, but yeah, let me start with some basic questions. For example, what's your age? For example.
Not much, just around closer to 50.
Closer to 50. I mean, okay, for everybody, he looks like 25, but
No,
I
but
mean, I
that's-
guess like it's 40 plus or something like that.
I'm born during the 1986 World Cup.
Of course, we can calculate, right?
37.
Okay. Yeah, and then another very close question: what's your weight?
Right now I know my weight very well. It's around 75.3 today morning.
Oh, amazing. Okay. So the interesting thing is like when we talked earlier, I mean, you told me that you're doing a lot of sports right now, right?
Of late, yes. My wife was pregnant and I was binging along with her. So right now I've come back to shedding all the weight and I'm almost there. But yeah, I've been involved in a lot of physical activities and
I
running
guess, like, I mean, with my family, it's the same thing. I mean, like the wife is gaining weight, like, but I mean, when she delivers, it's gone.
yeah,
And we are gaining weight, and then like the problem stays with us.
yeah.
Yeah, but just a weekend ago, I think I saw some Instagram posts where you're on a bike in the mountains or something, or in the area here.
Oh, that I joined one of our colleagues, Miss Jo. She was sweet enough to invite me for a early morning bicycle ride near Hata.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was a very interesting early morning bike ride. So wherever I find people doing any physical exercises or activities, I'm like, I'm in.
Okay, so I mean, people really can basically see you on the street.
Oh, yeah, literally.
on a bike maybe, like in the
Literally,
morning.
yeah, you can spot me on a bike. Luckily, I'm with helmet and I'm a very very basic person. Even my childhood, I come from a very middle class family.
Right.
I grew up in Bombay.
Okay, so you are Indian.
I'm Indian with a very different name. So yeah, I grew up. I did my schooling. Post that, I did my theater.
Okay, wait, schooling. Okay, let me jump in. So school, I mean, so what kind of degree do you have, or what? I mean, just for the people to know, like, I mean, I know that like it's difficult for a lot of people to even get a degree.
Yes.
Or finishing school.
True. My dad was a banker and my
Okay.
mom's a school teacher.
Oh, okay.
So they were very adamant that I complete my education. And my uncle's a doctor. So right from an early age, they decided that, okay, he'll pursue
Right.
medicine. So I did 12th science and then I enrolled myself for the medical course, during which I realized, no, this is not for me.
Okay.
And I gave my entrance exams, almost about to enroll myself in a medical college. And
Right.
literally overnight, I decided, I was like, this is not what I want to do. And then I had a cousin of mine, he was a journalist.
Right. Right.
And it was one of the first few years that journalism and advertising was introduced in college. And he said, why don't you do this? I did that. And in my final years, I was doing theater. And that's where the bug of acting bit me. And I ended up doing my first film in my final year of college. And I started doing a lot of ads from there on. And that's where my journey in this field began.
So it's so I mean that's interesting to know because I mean you're not just the host of a millionaire. I mean this just started basically like 1.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you are an actor. And,
Yes.
And
I'm primarily an actor from Bombay. I did a couple of films. I was also supposed to do Slumdog Millionaire, which
okay.
went to the Oscars. I've missed a lot of big films like Life of Pi,
Right.
but still I will be getting back and trying to do some proper films in future. Till then, I enjoyed my career for the past 12 years in advertising.
Right.
And when I shifted from, that's a very fun fact actually. When I shifted from Bombay to Dubai, Oh Millionaire was one of the first ad campaigns I did.
Right. I remember that. Yes.
And I never imagined that I would host the show eventually. I was always interested in doing ads, and our team reached out to me and said, why don't you host the show? So yeah, it was a perfect timing of everything coming together, and here I am right
Right.
now.
I think actually, like I enjoy seeing this, and obviously, like I mean, you're doing every week. You're doing a good job. You didn't miss a single show.
Oh yeah.
I know that you traveled sometimes overnight to make it on time to the show.
Oh yeah, that's something that people don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we there's a lot of travel involved. I've never missed a show. I love the show so much. I remember one day I had a slight kidney stone
Oh
problem.
yes, yes.
Straight from the ICU, I was like, I'm going to go do the show and come back. But yeah, I try to keep that under wraps. But
No, but it's like I mean, we have to understand that. I mean, first of all, it's a real job, right? I mean, it's really it involves a lot of preparation and rehearsals and all this kind of stuff every Thursday when we have the show. But I mean, knowing you a lot better now and that you are a real human being, you
Yeah.
know, with all this whatever things going on, like being married. When you mentioned this, I think you have a wonderful wife. And where's she from?
oh yeah, that's another story altogether. My wife's name is Valentina.
Right.
She's from Italy, and she'd come to Bombay. She was working for 6 years in Bombay. That's where we met. So starting, she was like, "Oh, you're an actor." No, I'm not interested in getting involved with anyone from this field. But over a period of time, we got to know each other. Then her parents came down to India. We all met, and yeah, 6 years from we got married around 3 years back, and
Right.
and now we have a baby girl. Her
Oh,
name
baby
is-
girl.
yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So yeah, she's we've named her Sophia.
Right.
And during the World Cup that went, I'd given out articles that if I have a boy, I'll name him Messi.
Yeah.
But yeah, that did happen.
Sorry, now it's like Sophia. But we have
Yes.
like big stars like Sophia Loren, for example.
Yeah.
So maybe she's going also in the direction of like acting.
I
Who
don't know.
knows?
That's left up to
I mean,
her.
she's really young, I suppose,
yeah,
right?
she's around 7 months now.
7 months. Okay. So, we know a lot of stuff now. We know your weight, we know your age, we know, that you're married, we know that you have a baby girl. So what else can you tell us? Actually, I've seen you in Dubai on the billboards lately.
Yes, I've been lucky and blessed to have a couple of ad campaigns. When I came to Dubai, I did the World Cup campaign for Talaba. That was with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay. Oh, the other one.
Yeah. And yeah, I've done ad campaigns for Astor Clinic.
Oh, yes.
That was very prominently out on Sheikh Zayed.
Yeah.
So yeah, every day we have some ads that's being shot. Lately, I also did something for AdNoc. You'll see me pouring engine oil in a car.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, every
Yeah,
day
I think that's what I saw on the
yeah,
billboards.
that's the latest. And yeah, I'm and sometimes yeah, I'm lucky enough to see Oh Millionaire advertising in different publications, and it's right now it's actually funny. When I go out, I have people saying, "Hey, you're the Oh Millionaire guy."
Right.
So yeah, it's sweet and it's beautiful to be a part of this family also.
Okay, so let's go back to your private stuff.
Oh
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
yes, I have an elder sister. Her
Okay.
name's Varsha. She's like, don't get me involved in any of your. She likes to her. She has an office job,
Right.
so she's a year elder to me. But yeah, I end up bullying her around, and yeah,
So you're more like the outgoing guy, like I mean, having like the face all over the newspapers and stuff like that, and obviously movies and billboards and wherever, like and Oh Millionaire.
yeah. And she's the one that gets to flex around and say, "Oh, we are out of milk and eggs. Can you go and get some?"
Yeah.
So I go home. I'm doing all the groceries, and I'm as basic and as normal as any other family. And yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I have to tell everybody. I mean, like when we are going out or we are spending some time together and discussing stuff, you are very easy. I mean, it's like not you don't have like this star thing. Like I mean, I'm important, whatever it is. Like you never show off to anything. I mean, I love this down to earth, very cool guy. I have to admit. I love to spend time with you.
yes,
Even outside of work, of course.
absolutely. Even I love the time that we share together. We always discussing
Yeah.
ideas, and Ralph's also very open to anyone coming giving their feedback. He's not the typical boss. He's more like a leader, and yeah, it's fun to spend time with you.
Okay, so and then like looking at you today, like I mean, if people just hear us, they don't see it, but I mean, looking at you, I mean, you have so bright teeth. I mean, is this real?
Yeah, it's not so bright. I mean, I think I can get there's a Hollywood smile
Yeah,
procedure.
yeah.
No, I'm not there yet. I still. Fun fact: one of my first ads was for Close Up.
Okay.
So yeah, and right from my school. Oh my God, you're taking me back, like connecting the dots. I had a school teacher. Her name was Angela, Miss Angela, and she always told me, "You, $1 million smile."
Yeah.
So I used to always brush my teeth. But yeah, I mean, I've not done anything artificial till now. So yeah, I mean,
Actually, like maybe she knew it already. It's not the millionaire smile. It's the millionaire smile.
oh, I didn't think of that. I have to send her a message and oh wow.
So yeah, and wonderful. I mean, I think like I mean, you told us a little bit about your life, and I think like it's important that people really understand that you are a real person, and you're doing this job. You take this job very serious. I mean, as I said before, I mean, you never missed the show so far,
Yeah.
which is amazing. I mean, even you were planning your vacation trips, like in
Yeah.
between, more or less,
Yeah.
or you cut it, like
From a Friday to a
Yeah.
Wednesday, fly back.
Yeah, it's great to know more about you actually.
Yeah, and it's not only me. It's I think a lot of I see a lot of Indians from my age group
Right.
back home. We've all had the same value system. We were told to study hard, find your path, follow your dreams, be respectful, and yeah. And you always have your set of friends. If you're flying too high,
Right.
they'll be like, "Hey."
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, but it's like I mean, what you are showing everybody is like I mean, you can if you follow your dream, you can do it, and you never know what's coming up. For example, the hosting this show, for example, like I mean, whatever 5 years from back, I mean, you never thought about
Yeah.
it. So it's always something coming up, and if there is an opportunity, just take it. Don't wait. Don't lose time. I mean, if there is an opportunity, obviously find out if it's a real one or if it's just like some fake stuff. But I mean, if it's an opportunity, just take it and then enjoy your job. By the way, I mean this is also important. I believe, like
Absolutely.
no matter how much you work, and no job is perfect. By the way, I mean, yours is not perfect, mine is not perfect. There's so many ups and downs, but I mean, just get the best out of your job. I mean, there's always, like, at least, like, there is like always some opportunities you can take.
Yeah. Also, the team that we shot the Oh Millionaire ad, I keep meeting the same set of
Right.
photographers,
Yeah.
talent, hair, makeup. So they always tell me, they're like, how did this happen? You just shot an ad for it and now you're hosting. They were like,
Yeah.
did you know like the owner already? I was like, no, I just did that. Had fun shooting the campaign. And you never know how things turn out. So every little thing that I do, I like to do it to the best of and enjoy the process. Yes.
So are there any secrets you want to share with us? I mean, private sheet secrets or something like that,
I think Ralph knows all my secrets.
Okay,
Unless
perfect.
he reveals them to you.
Yeah, I try to get the most out of him, but again, I mean, we are in a podcast, so if somebody from our listeners or viewers is like have like more questions about you, just I always now I can encourage the people to send us an email and or WhatsApp in our millionaire groups to ask questions about him if you want to know, like, I mean, maybe it's something like I missed today. And I think, thank you very much, Maradona. It's again, it's great to have you as our host of the show, and you are doing a good job. I can assure that he's not cheating whatsoever. He's the
cannot.
one who is even making more sure than it's a proper draw than anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for these questions. And yeah, it was beautiful to share a little bit about myself. Next time we'll ask Ralph about his secrets and his life.
Oh my God! I mean, if I tell everything, I mean, we need about 2 hours, and if I'm and if I'm telling everything, I'm allowed to tell, then it's only 10 seconds. Okay, we find out.
Yeah, we'll not make a podcast. We'll make a documentary.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, okay, but thank you very much, and I hope you are watching our next podcast, which is coming obviously next week.
Yes.
And thank you very much again.
Stay tuned for another episode of the Oh Millionaire Podcast. Well, today was just about me. Let us know what questions you have, and Mr. Ralph will be more than happy to answer them. Till then, you can't win
if you don't play. Thank you very much.